So I've been spending the past, 2 months developing the Nirvana In Utero impulse response pack. And in so doing this, it's been a ton of fun, but it's also been a ton of work, and it's why I haven't uploaded in probably almost 2 months, which for me is kind of scary. Now I'm developing this whole impulse response pack at Robert Lang Studios. For those of y'all that don't know, that's where Nirvana recorded You Know You're Right. But a million other incredible things have been recorded at this studio, and it's my favorite studio. It's an amazing place. And through this process, I've really learned that the way you mic up the cabinet is paramount to everything else that you do. The main thing that's going to determine that guitar tone is how you mic it up. The quad reverb in the live room just sounds like an absolute monster. Probably one of the coolest, craziest guitar tones I've ever heard. Now, In Utero wasn't recorded this way, but I just had to do it because why not? Now for the In Utero impulse responses, I mic'd up the cab the way that it would have been by Steve Albini at Pachyderm Studios, which means putting it in a small isolation booth, micing up mainly that room sound. But it wasn't as simple as just putting the amp in that room and throwing up a lot of room mics. Ollie and I literally set up microphones all over that room, and we demoed each one, and we found the sweet spot. We found that spot in the room where the amp just sounds perfect. This mic, right by the Leslie. Something about that spot in the room, it's incredible. We've literally tested out room mics in every spot.
Hello.
Every spot we found. There, that's where it is.
It's the money.
That's the money shot.
It's the money.
It literally sounds like a fucking monster truck is in the closet. It's a crazy tone, and that's what I love so much about In Utero. Preset demo time! Ooh, yeah! Today I thought it'd be cool just to show you guys a couple of the presets, a couple of the sounds I'm getting out of this thing. So everything in this video, no quad reverb. I mean, impulse responses of a quad reverb, but no physical. This is all in the computer. All right, so here's one of my favorites. This one is the Spank Me preset. This one is like that chorusy kind of preset, and I'm just gonna kind of play the song and then play the impulse response, and you guys can see how crazy close it sounds. It freaks me out, actually. Listen to that. Isn't that such a badass? So yeah, that's the Spank Me or Wave Me, whatever you want to call it preset. And the way that all this is gonna be is you load up like that tone, boom, you'll get it. You want sappy, like load up the sappy impulse, you have that. RJ box, like whatever. They're all gonna be laid out that way, so you can just like select whatever kind of tone you want and just play it in your computer with no quad reverb. And it still trips me out. Ugh. All right, I figured right now would be a really good time to talk about these pickups. I still read around from time to time on like Nirvana forums and groups and stuff, and a lot of people seem to think that Kurt used the Volino that had P90s in it to record In Utero, which is actually not true. Steve Albini owned 3 Volinos. When we reached out to him, he actually told my friend JQ. Steve said this: the Volino Kurt used was one of mine. It had the original pickups made by Guild, and other than being restrung for lefty, it was unmodified. Steve. So I don't think it's really common knowledge that people know that Steve owned 3 Volinos. I think people just assume, you know, they see the P91 and they think that was the one used for In Utero. It's not, and I can confirm, these sound exactly the same. These are vintage Guild HB1s. They're really, really distinctive sounding, and they got their own thing going on for sure. All right, here's another favorite, Sappy, which sounds incredible with this guitar, and we're gonna talk more about this in just a little bit. But I'm doing this on the neck pickup. And what's so cool about these presets is you don't have to use them like how Kurt did for In Utero. I think the whole point of this is so you can take these tones and kind of build on them, you know what I mean? For instance, I think this would sound cool with maybe some reverb. The neck pickup just sounds so good on here. All right, you get the idea. We're gonna talk more about this at the end of the video, but maybe we should try a few more guitars. I still lose it when I see that thing. It trips me out. Okay, before I show you this, just know it'll get flagged if I play more than a couple notes. So I'm gonna play this broken up, but I'm just showing you this so you can see how crazy the impulse response tones are. They sound just like the record. Maybe a little bit of reverb. Now I've had to do an absolute ton of stuff to this guitar to get it to sound like this. Actually, right after that take, I just threw on the 3 knobs because I thought it looked cool. Now the things that I had to do this guitar, I'm not gonna go over too much of it in this video, but it is insane how different this guitar sounds with what I've done to it. I found the original bridge that was on Kurt's, and this is actually a super rare bridge. I'm gonna talk about it all in my heart-shaped box video. All right, now I'm gonna say this. If you're looking for a really good Kurt Cobain sounding Jag, don't buy the Fender Kurt Cobain Jag. It's so wrong on so many levels. The pickup placements are in the wrong spots. This is the first guitar that I owned, and the pickup placement was way farther up here and the neck pickup was way farther down here. The problem with this is you won't get the same tone. The pickup, as you raise it farther away from the bridge, sounds totally different. I always got like this whiny, jazzy kind of tone out of mine, and I hated it. Also, I've discovered a wiring fault in Kurt's that I think Fender missed. I was doing a lot of weird stuff to this, and I figured something really weird out that makes it sound like this. Well, part of the reason why it sounds like this. Look, I love Fender. I love Fender guitars. I feel like the Kurt Cobain one needs to be revamped. You might have noticed I have the Squire neck on here right now. I'm refinishing the 71 neck. And I'm building another Jag. This one's a super light body. I'm gonna do this one in Lake Placid blue. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'll talk more about what I did to this guitar, and I still don't have it sounding exactly like Kurt's yet, and I know why, but as soon as I finish all this, I'll make a video about it. And this here is one of the Ventera Mustangs. I was gonna do a review on it, but since I just don't like the way it feels, the plasticky poly, and I figured it's not worth putting a bunch of hot rails and stuff in to make a video. I'm just gonna send it back, so. And I'm in the process of painting a vintage Mustang. I'm gonna do the Comp Burgundy. This is a vintage 1971 body. The thing is though, I tried every color. Everyone recommended this. Perfect match, Pacific green. Totally the wrong color. I used to own a real competition Burgundy Mustang, and this is not the right color. These are all basically a bunch of colors I tried. And I actually ended up just having to get a custom color made. But the neck looks amazing. It's exactly identical to Kurt's. And it's doing the chameleon thing, like depending on what lighting it's in, it'll either be super blue or super green. Yeah, so this will be done soon. Just gotta do the body next. All right, lastly, I wanted to update you guys on the aluminum guitar stuff. I had some last minute feelings right before I was getting ready to put this headstock design into production, and I want to show it to you guys. I want your vote. What do you guys think about this? It'll be like an in utero Volino. So instead of having the K, it would have this either kind of like embossed coming out, or another option would be to completely like remove it to where there would be a hole in the headstock with this, in utero angel shape. So anyways, this just seemed like it fit better to me than the K. So you guys let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys want. And I gotta make sure I won't get sued. Maybe I might need to alter it just a little bit, but nonetheless, I think it looks a lot better. Just my opinion, than the K. Looks better than the K. So yeah, after these impulse responses are done, there's just so much great stuff coming. You're gonna be able to order those on my website, and you'll be able to pre-order these on the website with the new headstock. And after all that is moving, I'm gonna do the Pulsonic cab, the one right behind me, and start doing IRs of that. So you'll be able to have the Nevermind tone. All right, I guess this seems like a good stopping point. Plus it's 5:32 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Hope you guys dig the video. Peace.